is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Gotta like that start. 14 yards to get him going. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Good sign here early. Everybody on offense there up front in the backfield in sync on that play.
So much time. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
63. Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a 1st down on this opening drive.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
You look at this Bears defense. They're a tough unit to throw against, currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
They give them a gain of 38. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson.
And they will score. Pick 6 for the Bears, touchdown.
So just a tremendous play there defensively on this opening drive. Not just to make the interception, but to take it all the way home.
And it felt like this was a defense that was on its heels a bit to start this thing off.
Yeah, they pretty much let the other guys march right down the field until that moment.
Yeah, key play there. Turned it all around. Big moment.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They'll start out on the ground with Jones.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
Well, this defense for the Bears, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
1st down, Eagles.
Great, check.
Up the middle, Jones.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards, and that'll bring up second down. You look at this Bears defense.
They come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Smith will come in motion right. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5.
They'll go again to Jones. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Eluding the Hurts, fumbles it. And this is picked up by the Bears. The big fella. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make the score 14-0. Bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. But right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Hurts. This one swung out here to Jones. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 5 yards on the carry. A good pickup on first down.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Here's Hurts to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
To the sideline and incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down.
Throwing is Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 27-yard line. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And the Bears will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Throwing on third down, Fields.
That is caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in a defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Eleven.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Here we go.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Go.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there. He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Line up. Press. Butt straight. Delta.
From the gun on third down, Fields.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there, all the things that have gone on. And the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
Following the made field goal, out instead is the punter, Trenton Gill, to kick this away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if finally we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people?
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker.
And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception. Another score. Now for the point after. And the lead is now 24. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
But this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first half scores just like this one.
He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Flush to his right. The ball comes out, and this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around a lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here's Fields. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Second and 6.
He'll look to throw.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Here's Fields. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long.
Angel. Hey, Ken. Touch right.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
And that is exactly what you needed defensively. It's a long road back from here, but that's a good start to the second half as they force a punting situation and a 4th down.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Taking it about the 16. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 66 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. No gain on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, Silver.
Back to throw here. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
I'm glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones.
And he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing. Because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to convert on third and short yardage with a gain of 4.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on third down.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
Man open left side is Brown. So he'll be stopped here for no gain, and it'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Here's second and 10.
Hey, 73, 73. Kyle, let's get it.
They'll drop to throw.
A check down here to Jones.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 18. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. An inside give to Jones. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Second down, another shot for Jones.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Looking middle, and that's complete.
And the Eagles are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
It'll be first and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now Jones. And everyone on their assignment defensively there as he'll be taken down behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
They'll try again with Jones. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. He loses a full 5 yards there on the sack, and it also brings up 4th down. 4th and goal.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
The kick by Elliott is good, and they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And some space here. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. 42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Good gain there on first down and keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
They're not in any rush offensively. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Here we go.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front 3, your front 4, your front 5, whatever you got in front of you to take up all the blocking, allow you to roam and hit, and that's what he did on that play.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Here we go.
This offense so far on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
Back to throw, Fields.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there.
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th.
And while no one on the offensive line will get the 6 points next to their name, they should be credited with this one. Tremendous blocking to get the runner into the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter, Trenton Gill, to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Hurts.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Brandon Jones picking it off.
So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Here we go.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Hey, Ken.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed watching their execution throughout this contest.
After the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 23 yards, the final tally.
1st down, Eagles.
A give to Jones. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Zadarius Smith able to get him down.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
But first down, Hurts.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Throwing is Hurts.
Going up top.
And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw again.
And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
As this one moves towards its conclusion, another incomplete pass there. Thoughts on the secondary? Seem to be pretty effective in this one.
Yeah, I thought that they've been absolutely outstanding. I mean, their job is to prevent touchdowns, and not a single touchdown's going on the board against them. Of course, they want to make it a total shutout, but hey, if you don't give up touchdowns, you got a heck of a chance to win.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
And the Bears are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Yeah, and he'll manage to pick up about 4 in 2nd down. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for the Bears, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get another home date next week as the Packers will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they'll drop down to 1-3, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.